What's going on? Who we got in the room right now? Identify yourself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who we got joining us this morning? We're gonna have a little breakfast, and then we're gonna do those blades. You're watching, but you don't want to say hi? Hmm? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Who's watching? The last two people showed up. They didn't want to say hi. They left like a punk. What? That's why everybody's leaving. They're like, I don't want no part of that. So we got two people watching. A minute ago, we had one person show up left, another person show up left, another person show up left. Bunch of losers. What's going on? We got Tony. Good morning, buddy. We got Thomas. How you doing, lawn care guy? We're gonna finish up our morning breakfast, which is Black Forest ham. Uh-oh. Who's that? We're gonna finish up our Black Forest ham. What's up, Ben? What's up, Brandon? And then we're gonna pull. I went and got the other Well, I ain't leave my sandwich alone. Get out of here. And we're gonna pull out the Skag blade that we bought yesterday at the dealer, and it's the same measurement as the Lazer edge blade. So we just need to add a couple of washers to drop that blade down so it's the same level as the Lazer edge blades. Where in Houston is your territory? Oh, territory, man, that's a weird name. We're in the Spring area, Tony. Hi, absolutely, Ben. Well, I appreciate that, man. We're off to get the truck some maintenance. Then we'll have a full day of cutting. Yeah, I got one property I got to do I couldn't get to yesterday. And then it's my father-in-law and his sister-in-law's. They turned 60 this year, so we're doing a barbecue later this evening. Or we're going to a barbecue place later this evening. So I'm going to stay home today after that mowing and then help Mama give the kids their baths and do stuff around the house with her. Later, man. Later, Ben. That is good. Yes, sir, we are. We're doing just fine. We're hanging in there. And tomorrow's the first, right? So tomorrow we're doing the drawing. And we're doing the drawing for the raffle, and we're doing the drawing or the random drawing for the channel reaching 1 million views. And so that's pretty exciting there. I do have some products kind of picked out what I'm going to buy. I'm going to go buy, this is so like, shouldn't do this, but I'm going to go buy them at the store, bring them home, and then, show you guys what the winner won, and go return them unopened, and then buy them online so they could be shipped to the individual. So, it's not like I'm buying the tool, using it, and giving it back. It's just so you guys can see. All right. I got you, guy. I got a guy for that trimmer. Dude, absolutely. Now, we got, my mind is drawing a blank. We got Jose with One Way Lawn Care. We got, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting some of these guys' names. A couple guys on Instagram have purchased tickets from me, and then they did a drawing on their social media platforms, and then the winners that they got from those, They texted me last night the number and who won that number. So what I did is I pulled that number out. Like, for example, Jose. There's a couple other guys who bought 5 tickets. So he gave away however many in his drawing. And so I pulled those tickets out of the batch, and they say Jose, one-way lawn care, and then I put the name, and then slash, and then like one of them was you, Ben. Put Ben, then on the other ticket, that's the number that corresponds with that person. The same thing. I can't remember some of the names. I think Red Bird was one of them, and I can't think of some of the other ones. Lawn care little guy. He did something with his. I don't remember. Oh yes, yeah. Lawn care little guy did. He wanted to do. I pulled those out, put the names on them. Anyways, so those will go back in there. I already sent him those pictures. Those pictures of the updated tickets. It's not too late. You can. I got people text me at like midnight last night. Hey man, buying tickets, sent money right over. Phew, cha-ching, and it came in. So you can buy tickets all day today. You can buy tickets up to the point we even draw the ticket. So we'll get on probably, late afternoon, early evening tomorrow sometime. We got to figure out what to do with the kids. Danielle will be on the camera with us, hanging out. Yep, I'll show you this guy here. There's Mr. Landon. What are you doing? All of a sudden, people are quiet. Yeah, they're a little camera shy. But anyways, so then we'll talk about stuff, update you guys on things and what we got coming up for Danielle's treatment and whatnot. And anyways, and then we'll figure out something to put the tickets in. That way they can, shuffle all around really good. You guys can see what we're doing. And then she'll pull out one winning ticket. And then there was another company, Incredibottle, said they were going to send us one. So I don't know if they're going to send us one, even though they said they were going to send us Incredible Bottle. So when it comes in, if they do, then we will ship that out, to the winner as well. You also get a net gator that Lansdowne Moody gave us. And then on the drawing for my channel reaching 1 million views, we're like over 5 million watch time minutes, which is just, for me, it's incredible because this time last year we were less than 500 subscribers. And, I started changing things on the channel. I changed the name. I changed what I was filming. I think I was trying to be too, perfect or this or that or whatever. So finally I said, you know what, I'm just going to do me. And that's when things started to change. So, anyway, so we will also do a drawing for that. The winner will win, whatever I pick out. And then I'm going to pull 3. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. All right, see, people can see you now. And then we're going to do, hold on, where are you going? And then, okay, all right, a little close up. You're scaring everybody. Okay, all right. So then we're going to pull 3 sorry, guys. We're going to pull 3 additional numbers. Oh, my God. We're going to pull 3 additional tickets. Those 3 winners are going to win a cool prize as well. And I already bought that. And then we'll ship that out to those guys. And so that'll be pretty groovy. Okay. Let me finish this sandwich real quick. And then we're going to go outside. And we're going to put the blades on the thing. Let's see here. You started live. And I'm heading out to mow my own yard. Well, that's just how it happens, Jim. Dave, you could buy tickets. You could go to... you could buy it Zelle or PayPal. It's a little too late to mail them in. So you could go to, and I send us more money. Okay. You could go to one of our videos. What'll have the different email addresses in the. Hold on, move this little chat. There we go. That has the email addresses. So like, if you want to send it AOL, it's like K78B at AOL.com. No, K7. No, I'm missing a number. K7. Shit. I know. I have 2. Oh, yeah. K78. No. Dude, I've had this for years, and all of a sudden I can't remember what it is. K7804J at AOL.com is the Zelle Pay. And then if you want to send it PayPal, it's ddmeyer8 at hotmail.com. But go back to the other video we have when it talks about Raffle. It'll have that in the description section. What's going on, Michael? Yep, that's right. Ben, you won one through him, and I think you won one through Jose as well. Later, good dude. All right. Oh, wow, Kevin. Good, Kev. 500 gazillion billion views. That's great. Yeah, you forgot a bunch of commas there. So it looks like that's 500 ton. Pineapple shorts. Bro, you have no clue about these shorts. You ain't got no. See, none of you guys don't know how we do it here in Texas. And you know what's funny? I actually mow in that, okay? I have all kinds of crazy beach shorts. I haven't worn any this summer. Last summer I wore some. And I got a lot of looks. Now, what those looks mean, I have no idea, but people looked when I was mowing. Showing us his pineapple. We gotta say, hey, Kevin's showing us his pineapple. All right, guys, let's go outside and finish my sandwich real quick. We unload the scabbard, and let's talk about that blade real quick. And your guys are gonna go with me. Do you need anything, babe, before I go outside? It won't take long. And huh? Yeah, it won't take long. It's like 4 hours later. Okay, I'm almost done. Hold on, babe. Hold on. Oh man, I almost dropped my sandwich, my coat, and my thing. All right, hold on, guys. We're going outside. All right, watch out, sweetie. Be in a few minutes. It's hot out here too. Trust me, I do not want to take long. Okay, guys. I need to get. Well, I'm on the small tripod because, boy, it is blazing. I'm on the small tripod because we're going to be underneath everything. Let me turn all these fans on. She's crying. Can you guys hear her? She wants to be outside, but, you know. Okay. Plug this thing in. Hope you guys had a great week. We did pretty good. Let me finish the sandwich. You can see there's any notes here. Great SeaWorld on you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, guys. My Kubota mower is up for sale. The Kubota stand-on is up for sale. It's up for sale. $5,500, I believe. It's on Instagram. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook Marketplace. Oh man, it's got 79 hours on it. It's still young. Still young. All right. So, here's one of these laser edge blades. See, we got how it's raised here, or dropped. So, the skag blade is flat all the way across. So we'll have to put some washers underneath the skag blade to get it to where it's the same level as this guy. Or we'll be cutting grass like this, you know. I got one lawn I gotta do today. I couldn't get to it yesterday. Well, I could have got to it yesterday. I didn't want to because I was tired. Okay. Whew. Thought I wasn't going to swallow that down. Okay. Let's go ahead and we are going to go get that mower. So you guys hang tight for just a second. Oh, I need to clean this lens. I know it's a filthy lens. You know, the thing about that lens is, geez, it's worse. Hold on. Is the actual protective glass that goes over the camera lens is not even there anymore. Oh, look, everything's got a soft tone to it. All right. I really got to get this taken care of. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Well, not as good as I want it to be. I need to buy a new phone because this phone has got a damaged glass. Well, that's not that. Well, that's the other one. But anyways, okay. Then I'll put in my house farm for sale probably the next. Okay. House farm for sale probably the next year. Alright, still wet, dude. Yeah. All right. So, all right, let's go get the scab mower. You know, I need to get a paper towel. Hold on. Still nasty. There we go. I think that's better. Okay, now we're gonna go get the mower. So hang tight, everybody. All right, I need to put the other mower up. fine. Test it. Yeah, it's fine. And I think, you know, it might even get the jack. Raise it up a little bit more. Now, camera underneath it. Oh, Lord, you fucking bastard. And we'll put the lock underneath this part. See how high we can raise this real quick. Oh, well, looks like I need more oil in this thing. Well, shoot. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Alright, hook on, we don't need it. Alright, let's get our impact. 15/16 bolt head before, oh shoot, hold on, I gotta get the blades out of the truck. Alright. Okay, next room here. How many of you guys, I know we dropped some people because I'm not getting on the ball here. Okay. How many of you guys sharpen, I want to see some hands. How many of you guys sharpen your old blades at home when you can? Let's see here. Here you go. Fan vid. Yes, it is a fan vid. Just do the whole thing and say fuck it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Clean this area here off real quick. Alright. Okay, read some of these comments real quick. I'm just gonna do the whole thing and say fuck it. Alright, if I had a whacker, I would have broke it out. I know it's neighbors already. Kevin, my car ramps are not tall enough to drop the blades on the V-Ride. Use your ramp, bro. I'm glad you said that, actually. Because we're going to do something crazy. I'm glad you said that, Doug, because I actually use my ramp on my trailer. I never do this, but I don't want to be out there because it's hot. So I'm going to pick the front end of this mower up, and we're going to put this block underneath it. That'll give me another 6 more inches, more than enough. So hang tight. I got to get my wife. Actually, we may not need it. Hold on. Might be able to do this without her. Probably bust a nut, but. Yeah, we'll get her real quick. Hold on. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to put this block and then I'm going to lower it. Alright. I'm going to lift this up on this side. We'll take this block and just put it underneath the wheel. Let's see what's there. Ready? Just put your block in here. Go ahead. Just put it underneath. Underneath. Up on the flat part. Uh-huh. All right. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. There we go. Oh, perfect. All right, perfect. Well, we're gonna put a couple boards behind it, just to be on the safe side. All right. Let this down a little bit. Hang tight. Okay, perfect. All right, so that gives us a little bit of some shade. Man, it's already hot as balls. All right, so let's talk about the blades for just a second. Got them right here. Got them right here. Yeah, Doug, you could use the ramp on your trailer. When you let the mower down, you pull up like if this is your ramp. It goes to the trailer. Just pull the left wheel up. You got all this area over here to work with. Bench grinders aren't bad. I don't think I could do a bench grinder because I'd be afraid that that thing would just take it. Like I have to control the grinder with my hand for me to feel safe with it. The brand is still the fans. What's up, Rick? What's up? What's up? Okay, so let's talk about these blades right here. Let me move this out of the way. All right, here we go. Okay, so here is your standard OEM blade. Now keep in mind that Fisher Barton makes OEM blades for everybody. Okay, they don't sell to the direct public. You have to buy them. You know, if you own a Snapper, a Toro, or whatever, you have to buy them from those guys. Okay, which makes sense because you know they don't want to lose customers. Okay, now that's not gonna work either. Hold on, I'll get it right here in a minute. Maybe I should use my big tripod. Hold on, let me get my big tripod. Here, I think it's in the truck. Okay. So, when you buy a new set of blades, they last for a good while, right? You know, the prettier grass that you're cutting, the longer they're going to last. That's just how it is. The gnarlier grass that you're cutting, you know, that edge won't last as long, right? Okay. So, oh, much better. Much better. Watch this. Boom. All right. Oh, much better. So, okay. So the gnarlier grass that you cut through, the not as long, that edge stays. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties. Jesus. Ugh. To not plan all this out this morning, I just said, you know what, let's just roll with it. Fuck it. Okay, now we can get on down. Okay. So this right here is a Marbane blade. Okay, it's a Skag brand. And here it is, Fisher Barton Marbane, and that's the model number, I believe, for this guy. That's the model number from them for this blade. This is the serial number for this blade from Skag. So, all right. And this right here is the Marbane blade, laser edge here from Fisher Barton. So we got Fisher Barton Marbane. Now the RI. The parts guy said, hey man, that normally goes on a Bobcat. So the guy had been around a long time, he knew that. Okay, so check these out. See that raised area right here? You see how we don't have that here? All right, that's not going to stop us. We're still going to put it on, but what we have to do is we have to put some washers on this guy on here to drop it down, so that way it's cutting the same level as this. But we'll get that here in a minute. Okay, so when you buy your OEM blade, okay, a lot of OEM makers, Toro, Skag, a lot of those guys who get their own blades or whatnot, there's different level of quality of blades that you can buy generally. Okay, so what Fisher Barton is really known for is their heat treating. They're heat treating Marbane. Marbane is a material that is inside the metal. Now this has been coated black. So I don't know if they're shipped like this or what. I mean, I'm sure they are. I don't think they come bare like this, but I could be wrong. I bought blades like this before, but normally they got a coating on them. But anyway, so they're going to last longer. They're a harder metal. They're going to withstand being hit, with things, boom, posts, rocks, concrete, curbs, stumps, all kinds of stuff. The softer the blade, the faster you can get it to an edge, but it won't last very long. The harder the metal, it takes longer to get to the edge, or to give you a nice clean edge, but it'll also last longer and it'll withstand a lot more abuse. Okay. Now these are the high lift blades, okay, with Skag. All right. So with Fisher Barton, the way it works is if a company wants to carry the Fisher Barton kind of blade, and they'll call them up and say, hey, can you guys make us 10,000 of these blades for this mower? And what happens is, say, okay, what's your measurement? Now when they measure from blade cut tip all the way to blade cut tip. So this here is an 18-inch blade, okay? Now it would not fit on my Kubota because my Kubota is not a true 36. Say there's 18 inches. This one may be a little tricky because of the little hump in there, but it's 18 as well. So these will fit just fine. So the Kubota deck would not take these blades because the Kubota is not a true 36. These blades for the Kubota's blades are 17 and a half. All right. So how does the Lazer Edge work? Okay. Well, I do have a phone interview with Fisher Barton. We talked for about 30 minutes on a couple different occasions. And between the both of us, we came up with this test we're about to do now because these blades would not fit on the on the Kubota. All right, so about this material right here. This material has all kinds of things in it, so they can't tell you everything, but they did say it does have Marbane material in it, which is what this has. So it's a hardened, all kinds of things on there, okay? And so what it does is it's supposed to help keep flat down here. So when this gets wore out up here, with debris hits that, okay, then this hardness down here is going to help it keep its shape right here so it can stay sharp. Now, as the lifespan goes on, will it be razor sharp? Absolutely not, no. Will it be sharp enough to cut grass? Yes. But once you wear down this right here, this material, which it's not very thick, okay, not very thick at all. Once you wear that down, these blades are done for the Lazer Edge. Now, there was a guy that was commenting on one of my videos that has these. He says, I'm not impressed, but I'm still going on 100 hours. So I'm like, okay, well, if you're not impressed and you're still using them at 100 hours and they're cutting grass, what in the world are you complaining about? Anyways, these are not designed to be razor sharp forever, okay? And there's been some miscommunication, misknowledge, or whatever on it. What these are designed to do is to last longer in between needing to sharpen blades on this guy right here. So let's just say, I cut all kinds of terrain here, and I cut all kinds of grasses here, from beautiful St. Augustine and Bermuda to pasture grass to ditches that, grass that's like on, radioactive stuff, to Bahia grass to, you guys have seen me cut all kinds of things, okay? These blades are going to take a lot of abuse, all right? So let's just say, for what I sharpen my blades a little sooner than I need to, but I don't really know how many hours. I just go until they're dull. So what happens is we'll end up busting the blade down, okay? We'll bust the blade down. Get out of here, Waffle. Hey, hold on, son of a bitch. Get out of here. Whoa. Get on out of here. Son of a bitch. Got here, man. Hold on. Got him in mid-flight. Fucker. Anyways, so let's just say it's 10 hours and you got to sharpen them, right? Okay, so that's 10 hours. Let's just say the laser edge blade's lifespan for what you're cutting on and for a type of grass and from beginning to the end of life cycle, let's just say it's 50 hours, okay? And they're cutting great and you get down to that end and you wear out, you know, that little edge right here, the blade's done. The technology in that blade is done. You discard it, throw away, and you buy a new pair. Now, that means that now that mower has, or that blade has done what it's supposed to do. So in 50 hours, you know, you've sharpened your blade how many times? 0. In 50 hours, you've sharpened your blade how many times? 5. Okay. Now, does it take long to sharpen blades? No, not at all. When Aaron was here with Gil Mowing, he gets on here sometimes. When he came a couple days ago from Beaumont, he wanted to hang out with me for the day, learn some pointers, learn how to be a little bit more efficient when you're out mowing and trimming an edge and things like that. First thing we did is we sharpened his blades. He's like, man, you know, it takes me forever to get these blades off. I said, well, shoot, it won't take me but 2 seconds. So we busted them out. He's like, okay, wow, we're already ahead of the time frame. So we sharpened his blades. It took a little longer because they were so wore out. I mean, they were rounded like a butter knife was sharper than this stuff, right? Than what his were. So the wheel that we use to sharpen is a blending wheel. The blending wheel has all these little bitty sanding discs. They lay on top of each other, okay? And it's just easier to shape the metal with this type of wheel than an actual grinding wheel, like a hardcore wheel. Like this, you can show. Well, actually I don't have, I thought I did, but I got rid of mine because I don't use it. But anyways, so a blending wheel is real good. I've made several videos on there. Okay, so a lot of people think, I've watched some videos and they're, you know, in their video they'll talk about, oh yeah, I put these on, man, they cut great. I had them on for a couple of months and all of a sudden they just stopped cutting good and took the blades off, and yeah, these things are wore out. They're not laser sharp, but if you notice on the bottom of the blade on their video, this part right here is already wore out and gone. But that's the end of the blade. So now you can sharpen it if you want, then it becomes a regular blade. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so what we're going to do, and I haven't seen this on the other videos, is we're going to document the hour meter on this mower in this video as we're installing these guys, okay? And then as time goes on, we'll keep track of how many hours on there. I'll show you guys. And then when these guys are, they're done, we'll look at the hour meter. Now, since we only have 2 blades, Bart said, hey, let's do this. Here's how we're going to do the test. We got a 3-blade deck here, okay, because it's 52. The blade that is on the discharge end takes a lot more abuse than the other blades in the other positions, because that blade is here, right, and it's shooting stuff out. All this grass from this blade, and this blade are collecting and going this way. It's all filtering through this guy, so it gets wore out more. So we're going to put this blade in that position, okay? When that blade becomes dull, and I notice it's not cutting on that end, then we will go ahead and take it off. We'll annotate the log number, okay, the hour meter, write that down. And then we'll move it over to the far left position. We'll take the 2 Marvane blades, which would be here, the laser edge, and we're going to move over to this position. Then we're going to see how long this blade is going to continue to be cut. So not only are we going to mark how many hours that it was on the other end, then we're going to put it on the discharge end and let that baby roll until it can't cut no more, okay? And it will stay in that position. And then this blade will stay in the far left position, which is the easiest position, the less stress. So all the way until the Marvane blade runs out. Now, when the laser edge blades are done for, we will also, in the meantime, we'll have to take this off several times to sharpen it. So we will, every time we do that, we will put that down on a piece of paper. You know, what the hour mark, 5-hour mark, we had to sharpen this. 10-hour mark, we had to sharpen this.
and still going strong on these. So once we do that, and those laser edge blades are done for, then the test is completely over. Okay, for that. And then what we'll do is we'll get 3 more of these, and we'll put them on the Skag, all fresh, all brand new, and then we'll do that whole thing all over again. This time with a full deck of laser edge. So it's pretty exciting to see what we're going to discover, because we're not only cutting over what types of grass, we're cutting over St. Augustine, Bermuda, Bahia grass, country grass, ditch grass, pasture grass, all kinds of nasty shit. Plus, you guys know all the overgrown stuff I do. I mean, I mow over some nasty shit. So, like my mowers, I guarantee I probably treat my mowers worse as far as pushing them past their limits than what other guys on other channels do. You know, oh, we gotta be careful with this, that, and fuck it. You know, I pay a lot of money for these machines; they need to handle it. That's the way I look at it. And I haven't had any machine break down ever except one. Well, 2 actually. The belt, well, not really break down. The belt popped off on the Ferris on the 36, the drive belt, but that was because I hit a dip just right and it popped that belt right off. But an actual breakdown, the only one I had in all 3 years of business and all the different brands of mowers I've had, was Toro, the SS3225. Blow up the shaft that holds this post right here, hold down like that. It sheared completely off. And so anyways, but that's that. All right, guys, so let's get some washers. And if you guys have any questions real quick, if not, we'll get started. What's up, Super Dave? You haven't missed it, but what's the price of the blade you're trying out? You know, actually, I don't know. Because when Bart sent me these blades here that were supposed to be for a Bobcat, because Bobcat is on the, they have hopped on the bandwagon for the laser edge. So what he did was take them off a 36 0-turn Bobcat and send them to me for my 36 Kubota stand-on. Now a lot of you guys don't know, Schiller Manufacturing makes the Bobcat and the Kubota. You know, Bobcat doesn't make any mowers. They don't make anything. Nothing. It's just a name. So they hire out Schiller Manufacturing in Wisconsin to make everything. So Kubota, of course, makes tons of shit. Well, you know, they contracted Schiller to make their push mowers and their stand-on mowers. So they're doing that. And since the design on the Bobcats aren't patent, to my understanding, you know, then another company can use the same thing. Now, as far as Bradley, because Jay's Crazy Cuts had this question, Bradley's make their own mowers, if I'm not mistaken. They don't even look like, if you were to put a Bradley, Bobcat, and Kubota together, you know, Bradley doesn't even look like the other ones. They just have a few features that are similar, and that's it. Bradley is a cheaper product in price. I'm not talking about quality, because I think they got some good stuff. I've never used one before, but you know, I know Nick with One Love uses them, and I know Nick. This is Nick. Shit, what's his name? Is it Nick? Nick Saint. Yeah, I believe that's Nick. I'm bad with names. Jeez. Anyways, he was in the Army. He's a veteran too. They use him a lot, him and his wife, Sierra. And I know they like him a lot. They got a couple of them, actually. They just bought a 36 stand-on, and I think they got a bigger one. And he's got all kinds of mowers, so I think they got some Bradley walk-behinds. So I know he likes them. So I know they do pretty good, because they do a lot of mowing. So I don't know, but well, it's better to want something first. The price don't matter. Well, that's true. So now I contacted Fisher Barton, and I got a hold of Bart, which is the vice president in the Marbane department. And we talked for a little bit. And he says, you know what, dude, I'm going to send you these blades. He sent them to me. I didn't call to get something free. I was calling to find out how I could buy some, because my dealer didn't know where to get them, you know, which makes sense because Skag doesn't carry them yet, and Kubota has them, but only on 3 different ZD motors. So instead of waiting, I just went straight to the manufacturer and said, hey, I need to talk to someone about where I find these kind of blades. So that's how me and Bart started talking. And after I told him what I wanted to do, he says, Kevin, I'll tell you what, man. He goes, I'm just going to send you some. I'm going to see if I can find some that we can cross over from, you know, because all that matters is a measurement from here to here, this right here, and then the size of the diameter, the hole. That's it. That's really the only thing that matters. Some blades are more specific to a deck design, but just to see how they last, it's really all that matters. So that's why he cross-numbered them, cross-referenced them from Bobcat to Kubota, but we didn't know Kubota was not a true 36. The blades are running are 17 and a half and not 18. So with that being said, he sent them to me for free, and I was like, "Are you sure? I don't mind paying them. I can, just tell me how much is in you for shipping." So no, don't worry about it. I'm like, all right. So I did not call intend to get shit free, like a lot of guys do. Hey, I like to review your product and you send it to me free. I'm not like that. I like to buy stuff because there's nothing wrong with that. I want to put that out there. Nothing wrong with that either. I'm just saying, I'm just a little different. I don't necessarily want stuff that's free. I tried to buy the damn thing and he didn't want to sell it to me. I'm like, take my money. But he didn't want to take it. And come to find out, no one else, I couldn't have got it from anybody anyways because there's nowhere to buy it because Skag doesn't make it, or Kubota doesn't make it for that mower. So, and we couldn't get it for Skag. I said, well, can I order some for Skag? He said, well, Skag not on board yet either. So that's when we talked about how this diameter, a lot of guys, most manufacturers, their 52-inch decks are running 18-inch blades will fit on a 36-inch deck as well. You just have to make sure they measure up fine. So that's how we got on board talking about the 52. So, so that's where we're at with that. So let's see here. I wonder if you take the baffle off on the discharge side, if the blade would last longer. Well, I don't know. I do know there's a mulch kit installed on the Kubota, and we're about to look underneath the deck of the Skag. I haven't looked underneath it before, so we'll see what it looks like. I saw an article with the pics of the Bobcat stand-on and the Canoe Kubota stand-on, and they were identical other than color, suggesting actually they're not identical. Super Dave, there are similar. There are a lot. Okay, yeah, they're identical. Let me correct myself. However, you have more features available on the Kubota you do not have on the Bobcat. When you go on Bobcat's website and you want to look up features and benefits, they don't fucking tell you shit. So if you go to Kubota, you go to Kubota USA, Kubota Mowers, Kubota.com, whatever the hell it's called, right now, and you look at it, and you go to the stand-on mower, it gives you a boatload of features and benefits, stuff that you do not have as an option on Bobcat. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff the same. So what are the things that are different? Okay, well, you have I call them flight control adjustments, but on your handle, because you got the handles, right? Okay, so if you're going in a straightaway, and over time, your mower wants to go to the right or go to the left. Okay, that's called tracking. All right, so if you pop off the back seat to the turn this down. You pull off the back seat to the Kubota, just like, or the pad, just like the Bobcat. The Bobcat won't have this. The Kubota has these two knobs right here. Now, I haven't looked on a Bobcat myself. I'm going off of the words from Bella with Faith Lawn Services. He says, yeah, I don't know. All I know is that thing's bright down there, but maybe it doesn't bother you guys. I don't know. He says, and he looked at my mower, and I showed him all the features and benefits. He says, yeah, bro, my Bobcat 36 does not have any of those. So I'm going off of that. Okay? All right. Because I don't want nobody to say, hey, you said it didn't have it, but it has it right here. All right, so don't be doing that because I'm going off of Bella with Faith Lawn Services. All right. So you can adjust the tracking. There's two knobs that got a triangle handle. And I even I tested all these features out on myself. So you turn it whichever one you need to turn. I think you turn the one that you're drifting to. And I don't know if you loosen it or tighten. I don't remember, but you experiment with that. And within a heartbeat, I was tracking straight, full throttle. The other one is you have you have three positions for the I think it's called dampening. I think it's called dampening or something like that. That's where the lever that you hold, that lever has got three different positions, and each one has to do with how much force that comes out of those hydros, as well as the tension strength. So they're normally set up in the middle position. You set up the one closer to you, you have less energy coming out, less power coming out of the hydros, but they're easier to squeeze. Okay. And then if you put them further away, you have a lot of going out, but they're much harder to squeeze. And then of course the handlebar you can adjust. And then there was another one. There's another setting I can't remember what it is. There's like 3 or 4 different things that the Bobcat didn't have. You know, does that justify the price? I don't know. It's a Kubota, right? Warranties are, I don't know what the warranty differences are. Everything else is the same, I believe. They both come with mulch kits on them. They both come with a shitload of metal on the deck that you don't even need. All the stuff to keep grass and debris out. What gets in there anyways. That's it. So, you know, Bobcat is good. Bobcat is real good. There's a dealer up here that sells a boatload of them. So I had a chance to do it again. Which one would I buy? Well, now that I've had the Kubota, I'll probably go to Bobcat because Bobcat, you know, is a little bit cheaper. Now, maybe those features are offered on the wider decks. I don't know. But because Bobcat .com or whatever it is doesn't show shit for features and benefits, so it's it's hard to tell. All right, yeah, wet my whistle. Any other questions before we go underneath this mower deck? 10-4. I've never asked for anything in life. I accomplished it on my own. Absolutely. So Kubota remains higher end. Yes, in my opinion, yes, Kubota is higher end. See, here's another cool thing about Kubota mowers. Sure, they'll have some of the same characteristics as other brands. You know, just make sure you're comparing apples to apples. The same engine, the same this, the same that, the same price range. They could be identical and one would be $1,000 more. Why is it $1,000 more? Other than it being $1,000 more. There may be some things that you don't know about it that are different. And I think a lot of times, like at GIE last year, I didn't go last year. In fact, I've never been. But when you hear people, you know, they shoot their little videos in there, right? Oh, like a Bobcat trying to be like Kubota, blah, blah. It's the exact same, you know, like Copper Creek Cuts. You know, he's got a pretty good channel. Anyways, so he was like, look, you know, this is a Bobcat, but painted orange. You know, he didn't know anything about the mower. Probably still doesn't. So is Bobcat a good brand? Of course it is. You know, but if you're like, well, it's a lot higher price on the Kubota. Well, maybe you should find out what those differences are. You know, dig a little deeper. Find out why is it more expensive. Fuck, they got the same side tire, the same engine, the same this, that, blah, blah, blah. Why is it higher? You know, if your salesmen don't know, then maybe go online and you can research it, because not all salesmen know everything about all their products. Although William at Lansdowne Moody on East Freeway knows. He's really good. So anyways, all right, guys. So I think we're ready to go underneath the mower. We'll check it out. All right, let me check my battery. All right, we're 70%. We're good. All right, I'm going to set you here, get my little bitty tripod out, my little mini. Let's go underneath. Oh, you know what? We need to find some washers first, because we're going to need those too. Let's see here. Here. We'll figure out how we're going to get you guys set up, because might have to use a couple things to stand you guys up on. All right. I'm excited because tomorrow we're doing the giveaway on the raffle. And I just want to say right now, I am excited, and Danielle and I are so thankful for everybody. Come on, get this off the screen. So thankful for everyone who has donated their hard-earned money, whether it be a $20 ticket or $100, you know, to help us, you know, with her treatment. Now, any of you guys who don't know, well, a lot of you guys know that cancer treatment is very expensive. It is. I mean, she's got pills that she takes that the bottle itself is like $20,000 for 1 month's supply. It's like, jeez. And we were talking to some of the pharmacists there, and they said, yeah, there's some pills, individual pills. One pill is like $30,000. I'm like, it blows my mind. At the same time, it pisses me off, because the pharmaceuticals, these pills, guys, these pills made all over the freaking world are cheaper than dirt. They are so cheap. But what happens is the pharmaceutical companies and the medical industry, they want to fuck you over. They want to make you pay a gazillion dollars to help treat whatever is sickening you, and they get off on that shit. You know, there's no reason, you know, that someone with cancer who doesn't have insurance can't afford these kind of pills. You know what I'm saying? And it really pisses me off. and I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it, fortunately. But anyways, so we do have insurance. They do pay for a lot of it, but then there's other things about, we got to pay our portion of it. And then, of course, we got to pay every time we go down to MD Anderson, which is every couple of days. And then you got to pay for parking. Parking alone is $15, whether you're there for 5 minutes or you're there for 24 hours. After 24 hours, it becomes $25 a day. Yeah, damn healthcare system, yeah, it's retarded. All right, guys, let's go underneath here. Wait, the washers. Let's get some washers first. Oh, I got some. We're gonna need 5/8, I believe, the size. Oh dear, I hope I have some. Hold on, I had some. Where did you? I had those size. I know I had 5/8. I wonder if I put them on something else. What did I do? Maybe they're here. They may be on the truck. Let's see here. Maybe I need to go out in the truck because I might have used them on. Oh, you know what? I think they're on the walker. Shit. I think those are on the walker. Oh, yeah. I just bought some. Let me look over here. Alright, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because we're not going to spin the blades anyways. Well, we're going to spin them by hand because we need to check for clearance. So, alright. Let's see, we got everything. Alright, let's take our little guy up here off. Okay. Let's see how she looks. Oh, she's not bad. All right. Okay. This is not too bad. So, out of these three here, let me adjust this here. This is the discharge side, okay? So, this one is going to get used more than those two. That one will get wore out the least. That one will be the second, and this will be the third one, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take these off, and when we move these here, we want to make sure they don't touch each other. That's the whole purpose of this. Make sure we're torqued up all the way. Well, I don't know why it's on us. Alright, now I've never taken these off before, so I don't know. You gotta hold this one, top part in place, break the bottom one off. Yeah, my last scab was like that, and I walked behind. Let's see here, hold on just a second. I don't know. I know on my skag I had to hold this here and then bust the ones on the bottom to turn it, which is crazy. All right. Let's see what happens. No, we're just gonna do it by hand. All right. We're gonna get it. All right. So. Alright, so we're going to have to put basically wrench up here so it doesn't turn while we try to use the breaker bar down here. Now after this, it should be easy because I know they use an impact. Oh man, whoo! Took a lot of effort to bust that nut. Jeez. Yeah. See, with skag, we have to go up, undo the top, and then all these are going to drop down every single time. Kind of a headache. All right, so we want to start with the factory blade. Now, I'll go and add the washers later. This is just, we want to make sure everything, rotates just fine. Jeez. What a pain in the ass. It's gonna make me get rid of this damn thing. Now, I don't know. Do you guys know if I'm gonna have to drop those pins every single time? Gosh, I hope not. Pain in the ass. I don't think I will. Alright, let's see here. I think we're going to have to use the breaker bar on top. Nothing. If it's this hard to do blades every time, we're getting rid of this machine. We ain't doing this shit. I can tell you right now, I'll get rid of this machine because I'm not gonna. This is a pain in the ass with these fucking blades. Alright. This is as far as we need to go, actually, right here. So let's move these guys here. Alright, so let's take this block out. Of course, we're going to add washers to this guy later. But, alright, so see, they don't cut, or they don't touch each other. It should be just fine. That one there either. So I think they'll do just good. Just fine. Alright, go put this one on. We're going to need about, I don't know, it's pretty close. I thought they weren't going to fit. Huh. I'm actually shocked. They do. I mean, look at that, guys. You see that? I mean, these guys are pretty. Uh-oh. Hello. Fucking damn shit. Urgh. Come on. Damn tripod. Fucking shit. So, yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just frustrated. Yeah, so I think that'll fit. I don't even think I need washers. Well, yeah, maybe one washer I think should do it. Is that what you guys think? Looks like it anyways. Alright, we're going to finish bolting these up. And that's pretty much going to be about the end of that. Ugh. Okay, I'm taking this tripod off because this blows ass. It sucks. Throw that one away. The legs are just wore out on it. That happens with these little bitty tripod guys. Okay. Alright, so we got to figure out an easier way to take those blades off that skag, because I tell you right now, if I got to do that every single time, do the top, do the bottom, I'll get rid of that fucking machine. I'll give a shit. Every other machine I've ever had. Now I remember one of the reasons why I got rid of my skag 32, because of that right there. So I'm not liking that one bit at all. Yeah, Tony, I agree, man. Suck it up, princess. I know. All right, I think I'm going to have to pass on that mower after seeing what you got to do. Yeah, Thomas, I'll pass on it too, because now when it the ends, okay, not that bad. It gets in the middle, well, shit, you fucking need another person now. I mean, you don't technically need another person. You can sit underneath it. I don't particularly like it. But you can sit underneath it and put your hand up here and then put your deal on there. In fact, that's what we're going to do. You know what? We're going to finish this job with you guys right here. Alright? So, we're going to see what it takes. Put you guys on the big one now that we've seen the underneath. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to read any comments because I'm getting underneath it. We'll just have to see what's going on. All right. Got my nut, get my nut. All right. I got to find time we're on the long side. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. Here's mine. I don't feel that's even doing it. Got plenty of power. So, yeah, I would have already been done if it was a Kubota or Ferris. Ferris, like I said, Ferris will always be my favorite mower. Always. I'm not liking this gas right now. Come on. Yeah, this will probably be put up for sale next week. I'm tired of it already. As often as I, hold on, I'm a little winded. As often as I, do the blades and stuff, I'm telling you, Super Dave, the IS 3200, bro, make sure you get the suspension seat that's got the little dial on it. That's a super Cadillac with the full-blown suspension on it. Oh, that's called a walker, Brandon. I have that as well. It's also up for sale. So I think, guys, we're just going to leave this little cover here. I think we're going to leave these off. Because, I don't have to take them off every time to cut the grass. And it makes it easier to blow stuff out. So, won't be putting those on again. So that's why these caps are here. So you put your wrench in there and then bust them down. That's why they made those caps. So I think, now I don't know, but I think the reason these are like that is because those bearings are sealed. If those spindles didn't have sealed bearings, you'd have the grease fittings. Well, hold on. Okay. Normally, the other ones, the grease fittings are right here, but they're not. So I'm thinking they must be sealed, and if they're sealed, that's why they went with that type of setup. Again, I don't know to hold you to that. I'm just guessing. Okay. So, all right, I gotta get that other blade off. What a pain in the ass. My army buddy would say, that's a pain in the dick. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that, bro. All right. 36 won't be that bad. Having to do it on a big deck definitely pains. Oh. Guys, it's not the end of the world. Yeah. Oh, I got grip. I'm fucking ready to go. Yes. Power off. I'm so glad we're not doing this outside, because outside is hot. It's fucking hot. Alright. Look, pain. Okay, so we got to put some clouds on. I'm almost tempted to try and cut it, but I really don't want to. Whew. Okay. That's a pain. Okay, guys, we're gonna in this video. I gotta find a 5/8 washer because I want those blades to be exact when we do our test. And though as much as changing these blades have been paid, I still want the test to go good. So, IS 3200 I sat on and had all the features: suspension seat, light kit, oil guard on 7 engine center. And it's so nice. I hope I can get it. Bro, I'm telling you. It's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, I had the IS 700, 3200, same thing, just a little bit, bigger. It's bigger. Got the Vanguard, got the oil guard, got all this other kind of cool stuff. Let's see here. Got people messaging me because the Kubota's up for sale, $5,500. Call William and tell him with. Yes, call William and tell him what the hell. I will, Thomas. I'll be like, hey, bro, why are you selling me this? So, fortunately, I don't think there's a way around having to jack with that. Manufacturers do things differently for different reasons. That's another thing I would like to know, okay? Instead of complaining about it, although I can complain about it, I want to know why do they do it that way? Is it another reason to make them want to take it to the dealer so you don't have to do it? Possibly. If I was a manufacturer, I'd want to make a mower that's, for the most part, the operator can work on simple things. Get to your grease fittings, oil changes, tune-ups, blade changes, things like that, belt changes. Make it as easy as I can for the operator to do that, the owner. Anything else, that's out of your skill level, yeah, go ahead and bring it in. 9 o'clock in the morning, 105. I got to get back to work. Have a nice day. Later, Tom. All right. All right, so I don't know. You guys have any questions about this mower? Yeah, they do. If you bought the, Super Dave, if you bought the Midnight Edition, 3200 or Midnight Edition, you can get all the features on it that you just mentioned here. It comes with the stand in the front. So, like when I have my 3200, you can buy this kit that bolts on, which I did, and then you put the jack on it, it swivels down, and then you can crank the front end up like that, do all your blade changes, whatever you need to do out in the field. Then you lower it back down, you turn the jack back up, put the pin in it, and you go on your way. You don't have to take it off the mower, which is pretty good. Although I would, that way people don't steal it. But okay, what else, guys? That'll probably be about it for this video. I probably need to run the store to get some washers. You make a mower equal a millionaire. I don't understand, Brandon. You make a mower equals a millionaire. Oh, Yeah, you're saying like if you become a manufacturer of mowers or a maker like Spartan or whoever, what they do, we'll definitely trade that back in. You know, Thomas, um, well, they don't do trade-ins. And if you do trade-ins, you don't get shit for your mower anyways. You always want to sell it outright. It doesn't even have 10 hours on it. I bought it with 0. You know, I like everything about it. I'd hate to sell it for something like that. But that's something to definitely look at, guys. When you go and buy a mower, look at that. Okay, how do we drop the blades? Can we just undo the bolt to the bottom and drop them? Now, I could probably figure out a way. No, without damaging it. I don't think there's a way to get that nut to stay connected to that shaft without interrupting the bolt travel on the things. Anyway, so when you go to look at mowers, figure out, okay, man, how can I change the oil? Some manufacturers don't even have the hose that comes down. This one does. I really like that. The two Toros I had, fucking hated it. The SS3225 and the MX5050. Those did not have the hoses that came out to drain. You had the plug right there. Here's the motor, right? And you had the platform that it bolted onto. The plug was right there, so shit went all over it. I hated that. You would be a millionaire. Yes. Quick question, Tony. Do the dealers ever let you rent these to try them out before you buy? No. However, a lot of dealers do have mowers for rent that you can rent for the day. But what you're thinking about is a demo. So what you'd want to do is you could get a hold of your dealer. Say it's Skag, Kubota, Ferris, whoever, whatever. They're going to get a hold of their OEM rep. That OEM rep is going to either that person or or that brand of mower has a company that is a demo rep. They drive all over Timbuktu and they do demos. So yes, you can get on a demo. Now, whether they have that particular model, that particular setup, whatever available, just depends. I could have demoed this model mower before I bought it, but I don't like to wait. Now, I could have demoed all the other ones. The Kubota, William brought that actual mower to me, and it says, hey, yeah, we can make it as a demo model. So I demoed it that day, mowed 3 lawns, said, this is it, I want it. I bought it. I liked it. It's a good mower. Ready for something else, but nothing wrong with it. Other than the platform. I didn't care about the platform. That particular platform. Anyways, but yes, you can. Be sure to get with your dealer on a demo. That's the key word, demo. Hey, can we set up a demo for this mower? If they say, yeah, you can drive around the parking lot. No, that's not a demo. A demo is being out on a property, engage the blades, cut some shit, shred it for like a whole hour or whatever. If they don't want to do it, then you contact the dealer, or I'm sorry, the manufacturer like Skag, Ferris, whoever it is, go to their website. A lot of times they'll say, contact us now for a demo, those kinds of things, because that's real big. The mowing industry, as far as equipment, mowers is so competitive, so competitive. These guys are out there wanting to get whatever mower in your hands so you can buy one. That's the name of the game. Chances of them getting a customer on a demo to buy, they're more likely going to buy within a week. So that's pretty cool. So check on that. You might have to call the manufacturer, the brand, and say, hey, I like to set, how can I set up a demo in my area for whatever mower? So that's how you go about that. Can you swap the spindles? I don't know. I'm not sure if that affects the belts at all. But that's a good question. And I'm thinking maybe because, I think these are enclosed bearings, and maybe that's why that option at the top isn't like that. But I don't know. But yeah, that's a pain, man. What else would you guys like to know, or you may want to see? Is there anything you want to see on the mower? We could do a little walk around. Kubota's ES spindles are same as ETS, probably. All right. It's got your 2 fuel tanks, your gauges. The Kubota does not have a fuel gauge. It has a reserve though, which I kind of like. Okay, this is 225 EFI. Comes up, little shield there. I like that. Got your oil filler in there. You got your little guy over here. Let's see here. So when you're ready to do an oil change, just push this guy down here, come down here, and then I like this little turn knob here. This little turn knob. When you get it over your pan, you just turn it and it comes out. So I really like that about this mower. About any mower that you buy, you spend a ton of money. They need to make it easy for you to do oil change. Spark plugs are easy to get to. That's really about it on this machine. Air filter, of course, is easy to get to. It's right there. You have fill 1 and fill 2 right here. Turn left and right. Let's see here. Way to make the seat go forward. Okay, so down in here, this little metal thing right there, you pull that up, and that will allow you to flip the seat. All right, so what we got in here? All kinds of goodies. We got our fans. I think these are called shrouds. I don't really remember. They help keep like debris and stuff from falling on them. Stuff's still going to fall down inside, but it just helps. You got your battery right there. It is a Remy brand battery. The battery in the Kubota is way better. It's a batteries plus battery, but it also has the Duracell logo on it. So in order for a battery to carry the Duracell endorsement logo on it, has to pass a lot of tests. Their return rate for bad batteries or not fulfilling their lifespan or whatever has to be less than half of 1%. So in other words, less than half of that 1%. So like 1/4%, which is phenomenal. Anyways, so you have one reservoir there for your oil, for your pumps down there. I don't know what size pumps. I think William told me, but I just don't remember. It does have disc brakes. That is pretty groovy. I'll get you guys down there on that. So here, if you look right there, that's your disc brakes right down there. So when you apply your parking brake here, okay, and you can adjust it right there. But that's them right there, which is really neat. And which I thought, it's kind of an overkill in my opinion when you're trying to park something. But I tell you what, when you park this bitch, it ain't going nowhere. Now the V-Ride 2, it had these little claws that came down. When you set the parking brake, it goes, and it's stuck into the tires, and I really like that. People complained about, I think it was Doug on Eden Lawn Care. He was talking about how the tread on those tires aren't that great, and that's true. And a lot of tires they're not. But you got to think about, they give you a roundabout, all-terrain type of tire, and you can always go to Discount Tire somewhere else and upgrade your tires. So, okay, let's see here. We gotta let this guy down. All right. So these handles, let's talk about these armrests here real quick. This is really neat. You can adjust how low and how high that these rest on by this right here, which is really neat. So see this right here? We are going to extend that out. So now, see, they don't come down at all. All right, so we're going to reverse. Look how much further. That's all the way down, and that's stopping at that point where I like. Now, remember, the machine is up, so that's actually not all the way up. That's about halfway out. So this is really neat. That's about right. You got your Tiger Eye system here, which is pretty cool. your parking. Now these light up when the different things are engaged. Your parking brake's engaged. It's in neutral, which is this position right here. Okay, they got these little sensors right there. Now look at this. Okay, so there's a sensor, right? All right, it's not depressed. I just undid it. So I'm in the neutral. Now watch this. I'm gonna press it. Now it's on neutral. So you have your blades disengaged. Now it's saying it's engaged. And then this would be the seat. I don't think. All right, see? Now it would start. Now it would go ahead and start. So I like that. You got your hot and cold. You got your battery indicator, your fuel level, I believe that is, and then your hour meter. That's a really neat kind of setup. I like that. You know, kind of digital and everything. There's your parking there. It does go up to 5 inches. If you got the Turf Tiger, I believe it goes to 6 inches. So 5 all the way down to 1 1/4, or whatever that one. I don't know what that one is. It doesn't have a number, so it's like 1 1/4, maybe the lowest, or that's probably 1 right there. Yeah. I like this so you don't lose your pin. Very nice. I lost the pin on my Kubota, so I had to buy another one. All right, that's about it. Now, if you were to ever wreck or damage this front part, these forks here, they are replaceable. That's why they're bolted on like that, because people run into shit all the time. You know, creek beds, you know, ditches, stuff that you go down, you're like, boom, boom, and it bends it or whatever. They do it like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. So you don't have to buy a whole new mower. Of course, you got your dial set. This thing is a tank, guys. I'm really liking it. That's just kind of a pain. You know, I don't think that's really going to make me want to get rid of the mower. You know, I'm not a douchebag like that. But I definitely thought about it for a second. The ROPS, you want to make sure those are up when you're doing, you know, some major inclines and stuff. Other than that, I mean, you know, I don't know a whole lot about it. It's got enormous fucking spindles, dude. These things, these front casters are huge. The width on this guy, just so you guys can really tell what I'm talking about here. You're looking at 8.5 inches all the way across. There we go. 8.5 inches. Huge. Huge. The tire, the front wheels, I like. They're big and enormous. They allow you, the bigger the wheels, here's a cool thing. The bigger the wheels, the less those bumps you're going to feel. As far as the small bumps, we're like da-da-da-da-da. You're going to feel less of those because the big bumps will tower over from the beginning to the end of that little bitty dip. You won't even feel it. Doesn't not have a ton of grease fittings. I like. There's a grease fitting there. Going to be one on the other side. Your spindles here. They'll have grease fittings. Hold on. Maybe not. Oh yeah, one here. Now these are a grease fitting port, but if these are sealed bearings, because see, what they do is they make these and they already have that hole. That's just how they manufacture. So they put sealed bearings in here. That hole is still going to be there anyways. But if you wanted to add a grease fitting, you can. You certainly can. You can adjust the leveling a little bit with this guy here. Got a little bolt there. So there's instructions on how to do that. I'm really digging it. It's comfortable. It's not as smooth as a Ferris because, you know, Ferris has a full-blown suspension and the suspension seat. Just the seat alone makes a huge difference on a mower that does not have suspension. You add suspension and then a suspension seat, buddy, you are riding a Cadillac. Now it also comes with these guys right here, these shock absorbers. That allows this guy to move left and right a little bit. Where that is up and down with that guy, those down there, it helps, you know, that 360 travel a little bit. So, all right. I think that's about it. I need to go to Home Depot, get that washer. Make it 2 just in case. Go back down underneath there, make sure we're good to go. Put that on there. One thing I didn't do. We need to keep track of the hours. So in this video, here's our proof. In this video, we're marking this hour time. This test starts at 9.4 hours. Okay? And I'm probably going to, I'll put that in the description section, come on. I'll put that in the description section for sure. I might even put it in the title. I don't know. But we will do that, and I'll probably video the very first cut because I'll be excited about that, which will be Monday. We got properties due on Monday. So other than that, I think that's about it, guys. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, are you concerned about snagging? Oh, shit, hold on. Kubota spindles are same. Okay, are you concerned about snagging with roll bar, especially around trees? No, not with it in that down position. Not like this. And I got people messaging me left and right about the Kubota. I have it up for sale. When it's up in that up position, yeah, you may catch a couple things, but you really only need it up if you're doing inclines and stuff. If you're not, you can have it down. I'm gonna tell you guys a story real quick. There was an old timer. I think my wife told me this. Oh, it's cold. Who was on a riding lawn tractor. He was mowing his little ditch area in his property that he'd been doing for years. Well, the mower had flipped over and it landed on top of him. Now, it didn't kill him. He was pinned. He was stuck. He hollered and yelled. He fell on an ant pile, a massive ant pile. And the ants is what killed him. So, ever since she told me that, I'm being like overcautious. And first thing I look for is like fucking ant piles, right? But this thing is equipped with a seatbelt. So if you have the ROPS up and you're doing ditches or inclines, put that seatbelt on. Because if the ROPS are up, that's going to help you. It's gonna keep you safe. And you may get banged around, you may get a broken arm, broken leg, bruised up, maybe cracked rib or whatever. I don't know. But you're not going to get your neck broke. You're not going to get just be careful. So anyways, yeah, he had hollered and yelled and screamed, and no one was around to hear him, and he died of ants, thousands, millions, however many in that colony. I couldn't imagine being bitten or stung or whatever ants do to the point of where you die. It's extremely sad to go out like that, but and it can happen to anybody. There's those freak accidents we just don't think about. Okay, how much does the tank hold? I think we're looking at 9.5 gallons, almost 10, I believe, because I think each one is like 4.5 is what. I don't have the manual out here. I think is what William told me. I am doing ready shoot some doves this weekend. Tyler, dove hunting, man. The only time I went quail and dove hunting was in Oklahoma when I was in high school. My brother used to live up in Lawton. He worked at the Goodyear plant. And then they moved over to, they live in McAllister right now. But anyways, we used to go dove hunt, quail hunt up there. That was a lot of fun. I didn't enjoy digging the BBs out of the fucking birds, but it's whatever. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here. Brandon, did you see Brad's Copper Creek Cuts video on his 48? He snagged a tree vine wrapped around the oil dipstick. Yes, I saw that earlier today. And I watched that this morning. And I'm like, now I've mowed around shit like that. Stuff does. Those vines will fucking come out of nowhere and be like, haha, fuck you. They'll grab your shit, and you're like, I have branches knock off my fucking hat, my head almost, magnolia tree and other things, because I got that big brim, I don't pay attention. But those vines will come out and grab shit. But yeah, I saw that, but it's like, and it's true, if you don't have that little filler thing in there, stuff goes everywhere. I've started an engine one time without the cap on, and shit come billowing out of there. But yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, that happens every now and then. So he used that Zep product to get it clean, which looks like it did a pretty good job. Yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna get out of here. If anybody doesn't have any questions, we're gonna go live tomorrow again. Spread the word. You guys can buy more tickets if you want. $20 a piece. Let's see here. What else? Tomorrow we're doing a giveaway. We're doing the giveaway and the raffle. Okay. So I got to go to Home Depot or Lowe's to buy a product or products that range between $100 and $300 for the winner for my channel. We're over 5 million minutes of watch time, which is great. People are watching. We're entertaining, I guess. All right, well, we're getting out of here, guys. Everybody have a good weekend. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, just let me know. Shoot me. You guys know my phone number. I talk to a lot of you guys outside of YouTube. Text me all the time. So I have no problem with that. You guys have a good evening and a good Labor Day, which is coming up. We're going to be working on Monday, just like any other day. So we are going to be ordering, check it out, we're going to be ordering the clamshell for the Skag mower. If you go on Mark's Misfits channel or something like that, he does a lot of lawn care stuff. He does other stuff too, but he's got, or you can type in clamshell Skag mower, and you'll see it on the Zero Turn on a Tiger Cat too. And he's doing fall leaves cleanup. Dude, he did phenomenal. So I'm gonna have William order me that for this machine before fall gets here, because I want to get used to it and use it. I want to see how it does on just regular mowing properties, doing grass clippings and things like that. Just remember Echo 3020 or 3020T for your Marine buddy in Indiana. We got some friends that live in Indiana. What part of Indiana are you in, Brandon? I've had the 3020. I think so. The 3020. Echo sent that to me when I was in their program. But before that, I had purchased the 2620, which is really good. Let me find out where Kelsey is. Hey, what city does Kelsey and Annie live in? Avon. Okay. So, Danielle's best friend, they all used to live here. They're all from Indiana, moved here, and then they moved back. So they're in Indiana, pretty state, by the way. They live in Avon. So, all right. So if you guys know anybody who wants to buy a Kubota mower, we have one up for sale. We have a Walker mower up for sale. This Skag is up for sale. No, I'm kidding. Not yet anyways, right? Lake Station. Sounds pretty cool. All right, guys, let's check out some grass. Look at this. Ooh, yeah. That's my grass, and my neighbors wanted to disconnect because we're on spot over there. Woo-wee. Come over here. Ready to be cut. Now, see, we got some low areas, some little dips. You can't tell on the camera. I'm gonna get some sand and some topsoil and maybe try to fill in some of those areas because it is kind of uneven a little bit. All right, well, guys, I think we're gonna call it a day. I really appreciate you guys watching, hanging out with me for a little bit, and watching me get frustrated on this darn thing. You have a good evening. And if you work, don't work too hard. And we will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to try to go live like late afternoon, early evening. It all depends, what's going on with the kids. But we're doing it tomorrow, and probably towards the evening time. So we're excited. And what we're going to do is everybody who donated, we're putting their name out there. For example, Ben with Acme Mowing in Oklahoma, we're not going to put the amount that everybody donated, but we're going to tell the total amount that everybody has contributed. So, like right now, we're over $1,500, which is great, which is way more than we ever thought. We thought it was going to be like maybe $500 or $600 or something. So that will definitely help with bills up at MD Anderson and stuff. So we're excited about that. We'll probably have some more raffles down the road before the end of the year. So we have one of William's customers has a lawn business who is just closing doors, and he had just bought something, or he bought one to donate to us. I don't remember, So I told him, I said, well, only new stuff, but we don't want to be raffling off used stuff. So, anyways, and then there's another company that said they were going to get with some other companies that were going to try to donate some stuff. So I don't know. People say stuff all the time. Anyways, we appreciate everybody's help out there, and prayers and thoughts. And we're going to go do this one property, come back, and going to hang out with my father-in-law, his sister-in-law at the barbecue joint for them celebrating their 60th birthday this year. I turned 41. I know, I'll be looking for 41. You guys have a good night. We'll see you next time.